Welcome into New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. And in today's show, we're going to touch on the latest New York Giants trade rumors. Bleacher Report, they put out an article. One move that every single team should make. And the Giants, they were mentioned in a couple teams' moves. So we're going to break all those down in today's show. But first, we got an announcement to make. We're going to be going live on this channel this Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you're subscribed and have your notifications turned on. I met with the bosses this morning and they said, look, Marshall, we're trying to go live every single Wednesday during the NFL offseason on Giants Now, but I need your support. If you guys aren't going to watch, there's no point for us to do it. So if you're going to join this Wednesday, 420, make your jokes in the comments section. Join us at 2 p.m. Go down in the comments section and type me so I know who's going to be there, and everyone that types me, I might give you a shout out on the live show. But to start today's show, we're talking Saquon Barkley, and it's kind of ironic that I got his jersey on today. It wasn't planned, but yes, we're talking Saquon Barkley trade rumors once again. I know a lot of you are probably tired of this. Honestly, I'm kind of tired of it. I don't think the Giants are going to trade Saquon Barkley, but Bleacher Report, they suggested that the Rams trade for Saquon Barkley. We'll show you that trade package in just a quick second. But if you've been out of the loop, you should know that the Giants, if they trade Saquon, it would save $7.2 million against the salary cap. And for a team that's in salary cap hell, it makes a lot of sense. Saquon, what is his trade value? Well, according to Bleacher Report, the Rams, they would give up a 2022 third-round pick 104 this year, and a 2023, that being next year, fourth-round pick. Honestly, I think this is a great deal, and I don't really even think the Giants could get this kind of deal for Saquon Barkley. There's been a lot of rumors out there that the trade offers that the Giants are getting for Saquon are a fifth and a sixth-round draft pick. So if you're able to get a third this year and a fourth next year, that's a pretty good haul. But I want you to be the GM. Take the seat of Joe Schoen. Would you make this trade? You give up Saquon, but you get a third-round pick this year, 104, and you get a fourth-round pick next year. It's some good value, but at the end of the day, I think I'm going to go down and type my D for decline, but I want you to weigh in. Go down and type A for accept, or you can go down and type D for decline. My take on all of this and kind of trying to think what Joe Schoen is thinking, if you don't trade Saquon Barkley, it tells me and every single Giants fan that you think Saquon Barkley is going to be a part of the long-term plans for the New York Football Giants. In case in point, what I'm trying to say is, look, if he goes out in the 2022 NFL season and does what he did back in 2018, where he had almost 2,000 total all-purpose yards, are you going to be willing to give him that big contract? Because say he doesn't, or you don't trade him, and he goes out and has the same type of year he did his rookie year when he had 15 total touchdowns, 1,300 on the yard, another 700 through the air, are you going to re-sign him to a big contract? If he goes out and produces, like the guy you thought you were getting out of Penn State when you took him number 2 overall in the prior NFL draft, are you going to be willing to give him that big money? Because if you're not willing to give him the big money if he has a big deal, a big year, then you might as well trade him right now. Because if he has a big year and you don't trade him, that means you're going to have to re-sign him, or you're just going to let him walk for nothing and hope you get a big comp pick considering he signs a big contract in NFL free agency. Look, I hope Saquon does have a bounce back here. I think the Giants are better when Saquon Barkley is better. Do I think he's worth a big-time contract? I don't know. That will still be to be determined this season. And maybe if he goes for 1,000 yards this year, he will get that big deal from Joe Schoen. But I want you in the comment section to predict it for me. A little game of over and under. We've all played it before. Let me know. Will Saquon Barkley go for over 1,000 yards rushing this year? Let me know, over or under, in the comment section. I'll be down reading all of your comments, so let me know what you think. And remember, subscribe and turn your notifications on because we're going to be going live on this channel talking Giants news, rumors, maybe a mock draft. We'll have mailbags where you guys ask me questions and I'll be answering them. We've been working a long time to get to this point to where the bosses say, you know what? You've built up a strong enough channel. We can do a live show. So I appreciate all of you who have shown support so we could get to this point. Just make sure you join us. Turn your notifications on this Wednesday, 2 p.m. You're not going to want to miss it. Story number 2, and this also came from the Bleacher Report article. This was the move that they suggested the New York Jets make. We're going to talk about that in a second. Should the Giants trade down with the Jets to receive one of their first-round picks and get Mekhi Becton back? I have a lot of thoughts about this. We'll tell you that in a quick second. But first, I want to tell you about this awesome app called Rumble. If you go to rumble.com/NYGiantsTV, you're going to find Giants content just like we put out on here on YouTube on Rumble. It's a very similar video platform service where content creators put out video content, and we're doing it too. We're posting our Giants content on Rumble. So give us a follow, rumble.com/NYGiantsTV. We're in 4th place here at Chat Sports, and I'm trying to lengthen the lead between the Cowboys Report and Tom Downey. I hate losing, but I hate losing to the Cowboys even more. So show some love and help us out. I'll have the link in the comments and the description to the Rumble page, or just go to rumble.com/NYGiantsTV and give us a follow. Now back to that Bleacher Report article where they had the Giants trading for Mekhi Becton. And there's a lot of smoke, clouded around Becton. They aren't really thrilled with his work ethic. Played in just one game last year due to a knee injury. Gained some weight. They're not sure he's all the way bought in to be a football player in the National Football League. A full-time job. 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And look, the Jets, it hasn't been quiet about it, but there's talks that they could select an offensive lineman, whether it be Ike Ekwonu or Evan Neal, with pick number 4 in the 2022 NFL Draft. And if they do that, more than likely Mekhi Becton will be traded from the New York Jets. So here's the trade idea that Bleacher Report put in that article today, where they talked about one move that every team should make leading up until the NFL Draft, and had the Giants receiving Mekhi Becton, the offensive tackle, and the 2022 number 10 overall pick. And the Giants, they would ship out number 7. So you trade pick number 7, and you get back Mekhi Becton, a former first overall pick, or first rounder of an offensive tackle, and you get pick number 10. So you keep a first round pick, you get 2 of those, and you get Mekhi Becton. It's an interesting trade idea. I had to think where I stood on it. But first, before I give you my take and my ideas and rationale on where I stand on this, I want you to weigh in the comment section. If this trade were to happen, say, on NFL Draft Night, who do you think would be the winner of this trade? Would it be the Giants? Go down and type NYG. Or if you think it would be the New York Jets, you can go down and type NYJ. I have a lot of concerns about Mekhi Becton. The fact that he played in just one game this year, and the Jets are already looking to trade him, that raises some cause for concern. But what he did his rookie year in the NFL, I'm only not going to show last year's stats because he only played one game. But in 2021, he was a good football player. His Pro Football Focus grades and his stats here, his 2020 stats, 2020, 2021 exactly. 7 sacks, a pass block grade of 76.0, a run block grade of 73.9, and an offensive overall grade of 74.5. Remember coming out of the 2020 NFL Draft where they said that Andrew Thomas was the worst first-round offensive tackle picked between Mekhi Becton, Tristan Wirfs, and the other guys that went in that draft? Not so much anymore. Andrew Thomas is looking like one of the best, if not the best, offensive lineman out of that draft. And honestly, I'm out on Mekhi Becton. The fact that the Jets, a team that is struggling on the offensive line, is already looking to trade him, and there's trade rumors surrounding him, and rumors about his work ethic, and being hurt, and being overweight, that's a problem. An overweight tackle that has injury problems, I'm good on that. The Giants, they've been down that road before. Remember Eric Flowers? Yeah, I'm not saying Becton and Flowers are the same type of player. I think Becton has more strength and is a better right tackle in the NFL. The thing is, the Giants, they cannot afford to pass up on the opportunity of selecting one of the best players in the NFL draft at pick number 7 and taking a flyer on a guy like Mekhi Becton, who's already been hurt. He already has concerns about what type of the person he is. He's played okay on and off. He's had better games, some games not so good, and he's been injured. So I'm out on Mekhi Becton, but I think this is a better question than asking if you should trade for Mekhi Becton. Do you want the Giants to stay put or trade back in the 2022 NFL Draft? Let me know. Type T for trade, or you can go down and type S for stay put. I appreciate everyone that's made New York Giants now a part of their day today. Remember, subscribe and join us this Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be going live. 2 mailbags where I answer all of your questions. You'll get your face and your username up on screen, and we'll be doing a segment. Maybe a mock draft, maybe something else. Stay tuned. Just have your notifications on and set yourself a reminder so you can join the party at 2 p.m. Eastern this Wednesday. We'll see you there.